I'm moving all the cars out of the driveway so that I can get the box truck out. It's nice having a long driveway for all of our cars, but at the same time, it's like the worst thing because it's like in order to get that one out, they're all tandem parked, so it's like move this one out, move this one out, move this one out. So I'm on car number 3 right now. Let's see if I can do this without rubbing it too much. I always try to park over to one side a little bit so that we have room to walk, but I'm doing a little bushwhacking. By the time we move out of this place, all our cars will have really awesome paint jobs. And then the other trick too is like backing out without having cars hit us. They fly down our street. I don't know about you guys, but dude, in our neighborhood, everybody thinks they're like Mario and Andretti. So this morning, Gina and I are going to go to a studio supply place and get some lumber for a project that we're working on. I know a lot of you ask all the time like where we get our wood, and we actually go to several places, but one of the places that we go is called Topanga Lumber, and it's a few miles away from like Disney, Warner Brothers, and Universal. And you know, there's a lot of studios that get their wood from them, but we get a lot of 1x3, our Luan, bender board, that kind of thing. They got some cool stuff there. We're gonna use the box truck today because we have so much that we're getting. The only thing is the box truck's like 12 foot long and the wood that we're getting 16, so I'm gonna have to hang it out the back. Sometimes we get it in the pickup truck, but today we're doing the box truck.
Here he goes in the box truck. Meep, meep. Okay, I wanted you guys to see this, how tight this is. Look at this mess. Oh my goodness. That's a tight squeeze right there. I'm a space cadet. There was a bunch of water in here and a cooler. And I took them out, and then Chris gets in here and goes, "Where's my water?" And I go, "Oh, I took all of them out." And he goes, "I thought you wanted water." I go, "I know, I wanted water too." So I'm just sitting in the front of the house waiting for Chris getting the water I was supposed to put in here, even though there's a ton of water in here. Oh well. I'm a space cadet. My hero.
I got water.
I just call him the water boy.
It's high quality H2O.
You guys, look at what we found in the discount cart. Look at
5% off.
you guys. Check this every time you come. Look at. They even have like this. Should I shut the door on him? Mwahaha. What you doing in there, buddy?
We're helping out a fellow haunter.
Yeah?
What we like to call a car person. We are gas-guzzling truck people.
Yes, we are. So go ahead and turn right, and then we're gonna turn left.
We're looking for a cemetery.
We're looking for a cemetery.
Yes. In May.
In May. Do you think we'll find one?
It's possible.
All right, turn left.
In this neighborhood?
Woo! Crazy driving! Whoa! Just kidding. Oh no, cemetery!
It looks like it's been relocated.
What is this, May? We're gonna drop off some wood at Van Oaks Cemetery, aka Derek Young, aka D minor sound. Oh my gosh, look at this! See?
He doesn't have a cemetery, but
he's got a black cat. All right, Derek, you're off the hook.
You can tell we're at a haunter's house. They got like fencing and fog coolers and skeletons. Hey, do you recognize that little piece of gate there?
I do.
I wonder who made that.
I don't know. It looks pretty quality craftsmanship right there. This is called the salad shaker.
We decided to stop at the soup plantation where you eat Viva Fresh. We were lacking our vegetables today. As long as you can get past the slimy tongs that you have to touch to get it. It's funny because every time we get more salad or soup, we just have to run to the bathroom to go sanitize our hands first.
These are some of the things. that they have wood for. Oh, you guys look. Death at a Funeral. That is one of my all-time favorite movies. The British version though, not the American version. Here comes our Louie Llewellyn. And of course Chris is gonna talk to them for about 10 minutes. I'm just gonna wait here.
Is this the bender board? This one is called
This one is the hamburger because it rolls this way.
the hamburger.
Hamburguesa. And then we got hot dog right
Let's do this.
again.
So we're at Home Depot again. We need to get some carpet. It says that they have it in the system, but it's not on the shelf. This happens all the time. I think they do it on purpose. Let's see if this works. 10:31. Nope. Dang it. Why do you think they need a sledgehammer in the carpet section?
Driving through the old neighborhood, you guys. And look who's out to greet us.
Dang, they even got the little skeleton animals out.
Oh, snap. Kevin, what are you doing out? You got summertime blues? It says 6 months till Halloween. God, I miss those neighbors.
And look at this. You know, we don't live here because the yard's nice.
Look at that. There's actual like grass and landscaping, and they painted it. No cracks. The foundation looks good. Man, how come the landlords couldn't do that for us?
I don't know.
Oh, I miss you home, but I really miss you guys. Well, there's that creepy doll. Okay, our neighbors came home to that, and they don't know where it came from.
They just figured you guys are weird. This
Yep.
is weird. Here, have this.
There you go. All right, on to traffic on the freeway.
Just got home, backed the truck up. It's funny because I always have to have Gina call me on her cell phone and stand behind the truck, kind of walk me back and make sure I don't drive into the fence. So now I'm gonna get the next vehicle. We never intended to have all these cars. We gotta start selling some of this stuff, getting rid of it, because I'm sure the next house we move in might not have a really long driveway like this. Another thing that's interesting is when they built this house that we're living in here, it's funny because they actually, if they would have just made them just a little bit farther apart, we could have parked the box truck in the backyard. But the rest of these vehicles, we could get them in there, but it's just a pain in the butt. You have to take the box truck in and out. All right, last one. Woo! Now again, normally whenever we pick up the wood, we usually use the black truck, the pickup truck, and then I just like hang it over the roof. Today, for the first time, we used the box truck. And the thing is I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get into the back of this thing to actually unload the wood. This is Johnny. We're dog sitting. His owner's on vacation. He's at our house. He's loving this big backyard.
He lives in an apartment, huh?
Yeah, he usually lives in an apartment, so he's like, woohoo! Yeah, buddy! Johnny be good.
I'm really not happy about sharing my house with another dog, especially a stranger.
So I think we're gonna have chicken wings tonight. Some hot wings. You guys like hot wings? Let's say we have some oak, lump charcoal, and then we have some mesquite wood that Gina's grandpa and grandma gave us. Well, last time we were in Arizona. That stuff's awesome. Oh man, this is what happens when you don't clean your grill right away. Sometimes we'll cook with like leftover wood from projects, like some 1x3 pine. Try not to use cedar because, you know, cedar doesn't really make the steaks taste that well. We definitely stay away from plywood and things like that with glue in it. But this definitely, I would say, will help increase the flavor of whatever you're cooking. You know, using like a normal charcoal, something that you get from the grocery store. Not so much stuff from the scrap pile. Burn, baby, burn! This is how I like to clean the grill. So now that I got the grill started, this is what I was talking about. I got this ladder. I'm gonna try to cut that banding and unload this kind of at this angle. I can't really get in here because, see, if I unlatch this, I'm afraid that pile of wood will just fall down. It's kind of funny too, because when they were shoving this in with the forklift, I was so scared that this lift gate was gonna bend in half. Now again, because we bought this 1x3 at the studio supply store or the lumber store, it's cool because it's 16 foot long, and you know, the 1x3 is a lot more square than the Home Depot stuff that we get. It is a little bit more expensive. I think we pay almost $4 per stick, maybe even a little bit more, like $4.25 or
super.
Yeah, they are. One bad thing about buying in a bundle like this, though, is a lot of times one might be kind of damaged at the end. You know, it'll be cracked, or a lot of times they'll take the forklift and stab the side, so it ruins like the middle of one of them. But for the most part, it works out because you can always use that damaged one to cut up for your little pieces or toggles or whatever it is you're going to do. They do have another step up from this regular 1x3, and that is like a finger joint 1x3, which tends to be a straighter board. What they do is they take little sections and they groove it and glue it all together at the factory. Some people think that it might not be as strong, but for the most part, I've never had an issue. I actually think in some ways it's better, but it is a little bit more expensive. I did want to show you guys, however, a lot of times when we do buy the 1x3 from Home Depot, the difference. So this 8-foot 1x3 is like a furring strip. I think that's what they call it, but it's less than $2. So the Home Depot stuff not only is not as square and nice as the lumber store stuff, but you can see it's actually a little bit smaller. A lot of times you end up either trying to find nice stuff of this. It comes in a bundle of 10, and sometimes they're all bent and nasty, and I think sometimes it does pay to go to a lumber place and just pay a little bit of money. And like I said, I'm only really paying like 25 cents more or so than if I just bought 2 of those to begin with. The only thing is, you got to have a big truck to get it, or a pickup truck at least. Again, for our home haunt, we usually always get like 4x8 Luan pieces or underlayment pieces from Home Depot. They're usually about 11 or 12 bucks. From the lumber store, though, they usually will go up to about, I want to say between $15 and $20, and that depends on whether you have it primed or not. We went ahead and got primed on one side. That really speeds up work for Gina. She just has to prime over any of the Bondo marks that we do when we're prepping all our staples and stuff. Now, another thing to point out is this is actually a little scrap piece of the underlayment or Luan that we buy from Home Depot for the 11 or 12 bucks. And I just wanted to hold it next to this one. And again, this one, it seems like a denser plywood. This one is, of course, primed on one side. Let's see if the end grains look any different. This one has like a more of an obvious core of some other kind of plywood. So see on the corner here, I would say the biggest difference with the Home Depot stuff is it's got this like really thin, like paper-like layer on both sides, and sometimes that will peel off. But if you're not too worried about that, it's definitely worth saving some money and using this. And like I said, we do it several times. It's just that a lot of times if we're doing a job for someone else, we'll get this nicer stuff that doesn't do that on the edge.
Oh boy. I told Chris he couldn't have more than 12.
But I want more.
Well, count them. There's a couple more on there.
Oh, cool. I always do forget about the carrot sticks and the celery, though.
Yeah.
I usually get pretty full on those. But I sure do love me some hot wings.
Super spicy.
Maybe after Gina's done cooking, she can come unload the truck for me. Just kidding. Hi, honey. So tomorrow I'll wake up and just start framing some walls. I don't have any of the drawings done, but for the most part it's all stuff that I've done before, so I'll just wake up and put Gina to work.
What? I heard you.
Thanks for watching, guys.
This stinks.